What's up, YouTube? Absolute here. I wanted to make a kind of like tier list video going over like the characters of 2XKO and where I think they fall on a tier list. Um, yeah, so let's get to it. So let's start with the top four. So I actually think, and I finally believe, that Ari is actually the best character in the game right now. And the main reason for that is simply this. It's because Ari can get a limit strike off of pretty much any combo she does. And then she can set that up, and that's pretty much the best OP in the game at this point. Yeah, so that's why I'm putting Ari as officially number one now. I used to not believe it, but now I really do. Next we're gonna put Echo. I do believe Echo is still like top two. The nerfs made him a lot easier to fight, but as long as Time Winder and Replay exist, this guy will never not be top tier unless they make those moves unusable. As long as they're even slightly usable for neutral mix-ups, combos, he'll always be a top two character. Echo's kit was just very poorly designed. He's a very bullshit character. He's just gonna be top two no matter what. Next, I do believe Alawi is number three. I think Alawi is still almost as bullshit as Echo and Ari to an extent. She does a lot of damage. Her medium buttons are ridiculously big for no reason. She has really strong Oki. She still has some bugs that make her able to do things other characters can't. Like she has one where she can do she can jump out of a Yasuo block string and no other character can. But yeah, like I do believe Alawi has earned her spot in the top four. And then last in the top four, I believe, is Vi. She definitely got nerfed with the last patch, but she still has a lot of strong utility. She still has the best jab in the game, being, a frame sixer like the other characters that have frame six jabs, and hers is just ridiculously big. And while her air game is still pretty weak, she doesn't really need it. She has very strong mix up. Her OTG last stand is really good. The buffs they gave her more than compensate for like the couple of nerfs that she got in the last patch. Yeah. So I think these are the top four characters, 100%. Yeah. Next, number 5 in the A tier, I think is Braum. Braum is a menace. He has the best assist in the game with the shield, and the shield is kind of just really broken. It kind of stops every single thing that you want to do except for throws, but as an assist, it makes it even difficult for you to like throw the point champion because he kind of appears in front of them and then he walks forward, so he pushes you even further. So contesting the shield is really strong. Plus, once Braum gets unbreakable, Braum with unbreakable, honestly, I put him about here because he's kind of ridiculous. If you don't know how to parry, you don't have your parries on point, Braum is almost impossible to challenge. But aside from unbreakable Braum, Braum is still just a very strong character. Okay. Next, I'm pretty happy to say, I do believe that my girl Jinx has made it to the number 6 slot. The buffs that she got make her really good. She now has a 6 frame jab, so she's able to contest things a lot more easily. Her zoning is a lot better. Her ability to actually break Yasuo Tornado. She still loses to the wind wall, but I mean, Yasuo needs something, I guess, to fight projectiles. Still, I do think that the buffs that Jinx got made her pretty strong, kind of a menace to fight. And when I'm not playing Akali, I'm 100% still playing Jinx. Even in ranked, I'll still play Jinx while I'm wearing Akali. So, I do believe, yeah, that Jinx is up here. Next, Yasuo, I think I'm happy to see that he's not in the top 4 anymore, thankfully. But I do think that Yasuo, he's still strong. He still has a lot of his bullshit. He just doesn't have all of the bullshit he used to have. By taking away his J2H overhead, they decided to give it back his ability to cancel if it on block, cancel it on block into specials. So he still has really strong mix-ups. He's still really difficult to fight. He still is an he still has the aspect of any stray hit he gets can convert into a full combo. So Yasuo players do have the privilege to kind of just button mash and get full reward if something connects. Granted, he is still a very skillful player, so it's not like anyone can just pick him up and play. You do have to know how to do like the cover cancels and all that. But overall, I think he's still a very, very strong character. Next, I think that this guy's underrated. I don't care how many people want to downplay him. I hate Darius for a reason. He's incredibly brain dead. He's incredibly strong. Yes, he has parry windows, but you don't always have access to meter, and Darius can also kind of like layer the mix. The worst change, in my opinion, he ever got was his ability to charge apprehend and then it being plus on block, because he puts you in a 50-50, and then if you guess wrong, you're in another 50-50. That's really stupid. No other mix-up character has that. So he takes literally room temperature IQ effort to pilot. He does an insane amount of damage. His optimal combos aren't even that hard. There's like one or two of them that are kind of difficult, but overall he's kind of just the most brain dead character in this game, and he gives you so much reward for like so little effort. Next, I do believe we're gonna put Teemo up here into the B tier. I think Teemo is in a healthy spot. I think Teemo is actually a very, very strong character. He's in a balanced spot. He's still annoying as hell to fight. I hate fighting Teemo, but he's not like overpowered or anything. Like, there are ways to beat him. The only real issue I have with Teemo is, why does a zoner have mix up and combos? Like, even Jinx, while she has some combos, they're not like amazing. Teemo has an instant overhead. He has like 3-hit move that like 2 of it is overhead if you don't block it, and you can cancel into a low really quickly. His combo damage is still insane, but you know, he's small, he's kind of slow on the ground, so he's pretty easy to contest if you know what you're doing. Alright, so next I'm gonna move to the B tier. Actually, no, one more. So I'm gonna put Warwick here. I think Warwick is I mean, he's still strong. He's still really good. He has really big buttons that make him really hard to fight. But the biggest thing Warwick had going for him was that like unseeable overhead. Well, not unseeable, but like almost unreactable overhead. So with the change to that, they made it so you can react to it a lot more easily, and you can even punish it more consistently now. Losing that pretty much set Warwick to like a balanced state where he's kind of in the middle with Teemo. Like, him and Teemo, I'd say you can interchange between the two, but I do believe, personally, I think Teemo's just a little bit better. Alright, so moving down to the B tiers, I think Akali is at the top of the B tier. Akali is, don't get me wrong, she's very, very fun to play. She's incredibly fun. But I like to tell people when they ask me what I think about Akali, that I think Akali is a 1v1 character. Like, she was designed for 1v1 fighters like Tekken, Street Fighter, Undernet. She was a 1v1 character put into a tag fighter game, because she has the absolutely worst assists in the game aside from her last stand. Her last stand is the equivalent of, if you ever played Dragon Ball Fighters, Baby's B assist or any of the like tracking C assists. So it's really, really strong. So it's kind of sad that like the best use case for Akali on your team is for her to be dead, because then you get access to like the second best assist in the game. It's still not as good as Braum Shield. Braum Shield is just broken, but I mean, a tracking assist that gives a wall bounce, a floor bounce, is still really, really good. She has like no range on her moves. They compensate by making her really, really fast, but The issue is in this game, a lot of people, and I mean a lot of people, like to mash buttons, especially if you're approaching them. And she gets outboxed by everybody in this game. Like, she cannot outpoke anybody. Even Timo, as small as he is, can outpoke her, which is crazy. So she has to get in your face. Her mix-ups, they're not as strong as we had hoped. She has some, but she is incredibly selfish and incredibly reliant on having an assist. If you don't have an assist, your game plan with the collie should just be to run away, because she does have the best backdash in the game. Her kunais are really bad. Basically, like any type of pressure she can set up, she needs to have an assist. Once she gets the hit, it's cool because she has a corner to corner combo. And then she has like she has pretty good pressure if she is up close. It's just that, like I said, you need the assist. Um, she is the best character at baiting wake up attack though. She has the best ways to bait and punish it. So I will give her that as a strength, which is why like I don't think she's bad. I don't think any character in this game is bad. I just think that she is nowhere near as strong as the others. I think the other characters are a lot stronger than her. She's not the worst. As you can see, we still have two more down here, but she has a lot of issues. And they even, like, her kunai assist, right? That thing has, like, virtually no range, almost no hit stun, almost no block stun, which in some cases, having little block stun is good, but for a lot of the cases where you'd want to use it, it's not good. And it doesn't even OTG. So it's an assist that I look at and I'm like, what do you even use this for? Because it doesn't have enough hit stun to get like a real combo or confirm. The block stun is like the only real reason to use it for its block stun is if like you're going for a strike throw mix or something. But aside from that, it's really bad. Like it is the worst assist I've ever seen in a tag fighter, and I've played quite a few of them. Her DP assist, it's whatever. It doesn't have a lot of range, so it will whiff a lot, unfortunately. But if it does hit, it works as intended. It's pretty good. Like I think I've only run into like one instance where the anti-air assist got beat by the air attack, but that was, I don't know, that might have been something. But overall, it works as intended. It's just not that good. It's an all right assist, but her kunai assist is terrible. So she's a very selfish character. Um, her block string, so she can end her block string in a couple of ways. She can do S1, which is unsafe on block. She can delay cancel it, and then it can go into super if you want to keep it safe. So kind of like what Echo does with his clones, but then you're kind of spending super, and it does set up the smoke. The smoke, it really doesn't do as much as it should. Like you get a command grab, but that command grab is really slow and reactable. Um, the teleports, you still need an assist to cover those. Her kunai mix, like the only way it really mixes up, you have to be like right on your opponent, and then like the held kunai, that's like one of her best ways to bait wake up attack. But other than that, it's kind of useless. And with or without smoke, the kunais are pretty minus. Like they're pretty negative. So if you throw them out and you don't have an assist, you're gonna get cooked on landing. And I know from personal experience, it's rough. But yeah, like she's still fun. She can do a decent amount of damage. Like she takes a lot of effort to put out that damage, but she can do a lot of damage, and her combos are very saucy. They're pretty hard. I don't know how to do most of them, unfortunately. I'm still learning. But yeah, she's like I said, she's not a bad character. She's just not good. Okay, next I'm gonna put Blitzcrank. I think Blitzcrank is really really strong because he has like the S2 rocket punch to just like win neutral, because it wall bounces on hit, it breaks through projectiles, it's really really strong, it just goes far. He's a grapple character, so he constantly has the strike throw pressure. He does a lot of damage because he's a big body, and he has really, really good assists. Uh, the ability to restand with his assists is just really, really good. So if you put in the work, Blitzcrank can be a very good character. But I do think Akali is slightly better just because of like her ability to move around the screen. Blitzcrank is really, really slow, so he has to play off of like reactions and reads, where Akali can rush you down and she can kind of set up what she wants. Again, you still need an assist for her, but overall, I think she's better. And then I think Caitlyn is the worst character in the game right now. Like I said, every character is viable, every character is good, and Caitlyn did get a few buffs that make her stronger, but realistically, Caitlyn is just like she's a zoner that gets outzoned by the other two zoners, and then at best she's just budget Blitzcrank because her best usability is to set up restands, but Blitzcrank can do that and he can do that better. Her zoning is it's not bad, and like the buffs made it so that she can definitely zone a bit better, and her shots are fast. So if you can get them off, they're pretty tough to parry. And they're pretty tough to challenge when she's full screen. And the kick trap is still really strong. But like I said, it's just for setting up restands. She really doesn't have that much utility outside of being another restand character with zone ability. Even her combos, like they do a lot of damage, but you have to hit headshots to get like the maximum damage. And her combos are still pretty tricky. I personally think, and feel free to disagree with me on any of this that you want, but I personally think that Caitlyn's combos are a bit harder than Akali's combos, with the exception of Akali's Expert Trial 5. That combo is ridiculous. I still haven't completed it, but you know, I'm not that good at the game, so it is what it is. But yeah. Anyways, this is like my thoughts on the tier list of like where every character places. Let me know what you guys think, if you guys agree, if you guys disagree, and I'll catch you guys all on the next video. Have a good one.